Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we are currently on version, I think it's 1.1.50? I would have to double check. Regardless, there's a couple of things in this new version that should be discussed. More specifically, the first thing is that they have nerfed the amount of time that pilots get fatigued for, and this is because injuries are now more likely to be longer. So they removed some fatigue time to compensate. Now, I think that we're already experiencing this. I think. Because this one's only 3 days, so I'm pretty sure that that's the case. So this means that as long as we don't get pilot injuries, we should be able to deploy more frequently. If we get pilot injuries, we may have some issues. The other thing that they did was change the clustering modifiers. Essentially, there was apparently a misunderstanding on how the clustering system was implemented, and things were clustering more than they should be. So the clustering has been nerfed. And that is ultimately, I think, a good thing. So let's go ahead and tick forward here for a few days. We'll make sure that we get our... Pirates are ambushing the Argo. We're going to try to stall them. Okay, Buzz got 2 injuries. Well, we'll get to see these fancy new injuries and how long it'll take. 37 days. Okay, yeah, that's gonna take a while. Okay, good thing we've got a backup. So we're gonna continue ticking forward until our other pilots are back, and at this point, there's no point in continuing. So, let's hop into our barracks here, not our mech bay, and let's just see what we can do for some training here. A point of tactics for buckshot would be fine. Anything else?
Good to go. Standing by.
What's up, boss?
Yeah, actually, a point of gunnery for Ringo.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Fantastic.
I'm receiving you.
Okay, and with that, we are ready to deploy. Now, we've got our quick draw coming in, which means that we don't currently have our Shadowhawk 2C. And that's okay. I would like to do something maybe a little simpler. This is quite the salvage on this destroy base. And I like it. It's a double priority salvage, and we'll take that. So we will bring our Vulcan to fill out our lance for now, and who do we want to pilot that? Glaive, actually. Glaive will do just fine. This is only skull and a half difficulty, so we're not expecting this to be too hard. We're not really looking for chassis here. We're looking to get in and out pretty quickly, buy us a little bit of cash, as well as potentially replenishing some of our heat sinks, clan double heat sinks, to be precise, and perhaps some of our weaponry as well. That's mostly what we're looking for. So let's see what we've got. That will definitely be interesting. Now, this is a destroy base, so there's likely to be turrets, there's likely to be a garrison structure. So, a garrison star, and there may be a reinforcement star as well, for as many as 19 potential enemies. But we need to destroy enemy structures and escape. Commander, Diamond Shark leadership has been taking an increasingly hard line against Comstar-affiliated corporate interests in the Rimward periphery. This isn't in the Rimward periphery, but okay. Diamond Shark leadership has recently authorized the military interdiction of assets and resources from our corporate affiliates. Their behavior is tantamount to theft and cannot go unpunished. We need you to send a message back to them by destroying one of their munitions factories on Terra. Okay.
Command interface.
That's fine.
Initiated.
I mean, I guess they are operating in the Rimward periphery, and so we're striking back at them by attacking in Terra? Sure. That makes sense. So, we can't deploy up this hill, which is slightly unfortunate. Are we noticing any turret emplacements? Yes. Okay. I think I'm going to drop us over here. Like that. Okay, so we're going to make our way up.
Time to get paid.
And we'll attack the base from this position up here. I think this is quite reasonable. Okay, so we are not in combat to begin with. And so we will simply move up the road. We should be getting some sensor contacts very soon here. And indeed we are. Fantastic.
Okay, let's go.
So we're going to move our 4x1 up to here. Unfortunately, without the quick draw, we are going to be lacking a little bit in our cavalry role, but that's okay. We do see a support lance out over here. Okay. And turrets. So this is kind of worst case scenario here. Oh, hello, my pop shield is deciding to fall over. There we go. Hopefully that'll fix it. That's not much damage to our Vulcan, all things considered. Adder, Piranha. There's a heavy turret out here that's fairly injured. A standard turret that's fairly injured. A light turret. And then out over here we see a couple of mechs over here. Yeah, I don't think this is too terrible. If they were higher weight, I would be concerned. But as it is, I don't feel like I'm all that concerned. I think maybe we move over here with the Vulcan.
On the move.
And we just take up this position. And 81.7 rear arc on this Lightning. You know what? Let's take that. We may well, if we hit both here, we may well destroy this in one shot.
On rear arc.
And we didn't. Okay, that's fine. We'll have other opportunities. Okay, so a land air mech jumps up, goes for a ghost, doesn't do much.
That could have been worse.
Indeed.
I'm here.
So our ghost is going to move forward, I'm thinking to here, and then we can potentially engage over on this side. Maybe going for the bandit. I don't think, yeah, the land air mech is not a super viable target. Let's just go for the bandit and fire Inferno missiles. Okay. a decent chunk of damage into that bandit's front armor.
Yes, Commander.
Next up is our LBX AC-10 Centurion, which I'm going to sprint up to this position. And then I'm thinking about actually going for the bandit again. That's probably about 100 armor there. We are better off in cluster. Okay, we're just going to continue attempting to remove some of these. And I think this position will do okay.
There. Okay.
Ah, these hit odds aren't what I was expecting, but okay, it's fine. Okay, at this point, the Blackjack is going to position here.
Coordinates.
And we are going to definitely drop an arrow 4 on this Piranha. We can fire it direct. We're going to give it a go. Odds aren't the best. That was solid, actually. It wasn't a direct hit, but it was good enough. Okay, the Adder moves up. Goes for the Vulcan. Whoa! I wasn't expecting an instant arm destruction with us in cover there. That's for sure. Not from a 30-tonner. Okay. Well, that's fine. Just underestimated the damage output.
All right, let's move.
No real concern. The Vulcan is just our backup mech anyway, right? So, it's fine.
All weapons, go.
I was hoping for the medium rifle to hit there. We're kind of spreading our damage out, and I do realize that. Okay. That was this guy over here jumping. Sure.
What do you need?
So our Hunchi is just going to attempt to sprint up the road.
All right.
And I guess we can fire on this building, so let's go ahead and do it.
Aye, aye. Engaging.
Enemy structure is weakening.
Excellent. Well, who else is moving? It'll be the Piranha, which will probably go for the Vulcan again. I mean, now that I look at it, that is only 90 total HP there. This is actually a charge. And that is really bad for the Piranha that he missed that charge. It would have been fairly bad for us if he had hit it. But it's very bad for him that he missed. Okay. 55% on the Lightning. I think we go for the Bandit here. This is likely-ish a kill.
Fire.
Likely-ish.
Report.
Okay, pilot ejection. Good. We do need to start eliminating some of them. We have weakened the armor on several, but we need to just get in there and clear this up. So phase 12, that'll be the lightning. Okay, so he's going to move up to this position here, go for the Vulcan. Mostly miss. That's good for us. That Vulcan is weakened. Okay.
Light damage. Holding firm.
Okay. That looks good. That's less good.
Systems are holding.
Okay, so that's a Thumper artillery emplacement. Good to know. We didn't know that previously. Let's... I'm just thinking here, how much HP does this have? Somewhere around 300. Okay.
Waiting for orders.
That's a lot of infernal rounds that went out over here. And that's the big thing that I'm not liking right now. I think I'm going to move this Centurion up this way to engage the Mistlings.
Location confirmed. Affirmative.
Okay, the Mistlings has an AMS. Good to know.
Reporting critical hit.
And we'll see what they do phase 20, but the Vulcan is definitely exposed. I mean, the Vulcan's a backup mech. We don't necessarily care, but that's okay. In fact, we... Interesting. Very, very interesting. When do we move the Veagle? We move that phase 15. Okay. This guy's walking up and also charging the Vulcan. And he hit. So that's going to be a knockdown on the Vulcan.
We've lost a unit.
Which actually ended up causing a destruction of the Vulcan. That's a little surprising to me, for sure. It hadn't taken any rear arc damage there. The mines ended up triggering when we were knocked down, but they aren't triggering on the clan mechs. Okay, there they go. They are triggering. Good to know. But I'm definitely surprised that our Vulcan died there. There's no doubt about it. But I'm not too awfully upset about it, all things considered, because this is not necessarily an issue. So we're going to go ahead and kick this Mistlink's rear arc here. I think that we take this overheat, and I'm aware that we're going to take some mines on this move. We should, in theory, be okay here.
Coordinates received.
And this should be a kill on the Mistlinks, for sure.
Critical hit, Commander.
I mean, this is the reason why we're phasing out the Vulcan, though, right? Because the Vulcan is vulnerable to that sort of attack.
Targets down.
So good on the AI for doing that.
Orders.
This Centurion here is going to want to move over and engage one of these guys next. I would love to get into the rear arc of this adder, and we're going to do that. We are going to take some minefield damage. There's no doubt about it.
Affirmative.
But light him up. That's some hefty rear arc damage to that adder. That should be a knockdown. And yeah, we did expect those landmines. So the adder is knocked down.
Right here.
Next, our hunchback. Now, what is our angle of attack here? Pretty decent, all things considered. I think we go for this piranha. And don't move in for right now. Good.
Critical hit, Commander.
Okay, phase 15. That is going to be this guy, the pack hunter? Yes. And he's going to go for that Centurion. That's fine. We don't mind that. So we're halfway done with the support lance at this point. The Veagle is going to stay exactly where it is. We are going to go for the PPC shot on the piranha here. Yes, this will give us an overheat. But we're looking... Hang on, that surprises me. I expected a PPC hit there to clear out some of these mines in this vicinity.
I'm here.
Apparently that didn't happen, and perhaps it's because we hit the unit with it and not the actual ground? Maybe. We'll test that. That wasn't a great Gauss shot. Sure. So we're probably going to take another round of Thumper fire, right? Almost certainly. But we should be able to take it. I mean, the Vulcan, yeah, it went down. There's no doubt about that. Okay. That's fine. The Vulcan went down, and I'm definitely sad about that. What is the state of the pilot? Glaive here. Glaive appears to be fine. It's just that the mech is dead. And that's okay. We may or may not be able to repair it, but it's a backup unit, and we don't necessarily care. So the Blackjack is going to go for the Thumper artillery emplacement over here for sure.
Locking in all weapon systems.
Okay.
Heat damage. Damn it.
And that's starting to weaken this right side of the Centurion, for sure. That was actually pretty lucky right there. Neither of those Thumpers really did anything.
They're banging through my armor.
They're really focusing hard on this Centurion. Okay. But they're out of moves for this turn.
Waiting for
So
orders.
that means that the Centurion can progress to this position here. I'm thinking hard about vigilancing it, and in fact I'm going to. And I think we go for the standard LRM turret here. That is a structure exposure, but it's not dead yet.
Reporting critical hit.
That's okay.
Confirmed.
So at this point, this Centurion is going to re-attack the knocked down adder. Like so. We miss that melee? Oof. I'll be honest, I didn't expect to miss that melee, but that's okay. We managed to finish that off. Now we've got the Wasp Landair mech here. The Ghost is doing pretty okay on its leg armor. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk in here. And what's our facing looking like? Okay. We're going to go for the side arc here. However, our heat is way up there because of the Infernal Thumper rounds. So we're just going to do this.
All right.
We actually hit that melee attack. I'm shocked. I'm actually completely shocked about that. When does he move? Phase 14. The Pack Hunter is closing in. Going for a rear arc attack on the Ghost. I'm okay with this.
That could have been worse.
Indeed it could have. And then they're going to move their lightning. There's a lot of fire and a lot of mines over here. So that lightning is going to lose a lot of armor when it moves. Okay, it moves back, so it's not going to lose that much. Going for the right arc of that Centurion. Yeah, that's okay. Ish. Okay-ish.
Damage minimal. Aye, aye.
Sure. So this Hunchy, at this point, has to move up to here. And we have to take out that Thumper.
Attacking from position.
It's not dead, but it's very close.
Past the armor.
Okay.
Standing by.
Our Blackjack is going to finish it off with an Arrow 4. Oh, that's a lot of heat. We're probably going to shut down unless we brace here.
Bracing for impact.
There's so much heat in this vicinity. So much. That Thumper has proven quite effective. But it won't stop us. That's for sure. And we don't care about the Vulcan. Landair Mech runs over there and goes behind our Veagle. Fascinating.
Standing by.
So that means that this Hunchback is completely fine to come over this way. Now, the Landair Mech is unlikely to be kicked here, but we'll give it a go. Yeah, I didn't expect that that would actually hit.
Of course.
Okay. Didn't get much done there.
Ready for orders.
Now, the Veagle's going to be really overheated up in this area. I think it's kind of in a pocket of no fire right now, and we'll just leave it there, honestly. I think we need to finish off the Thumper.
Got it.
There we go. Now we won't have to worry about that anymore. Okay, they're using the LRMs on the Hunchy. That's a mistake. They should have used it on the Centurion.
Reporting light damage.
That's also a mistake. That's irrelevant to us right now. It may become relevant later. Okay,
Waiting for orders.
looks good to me. We're going to move the Centurion up here and face it slightly differently. We are still going to Vigilance it. No, not Offensive Push. We're still going to Vigilance it. And I want to eliminate one of these turrets, and the standard LRM turret seems like a great option. So let's go ahead and eliminate that. We're starting to run low on targets, and that's a good problem to have.
Target destroyed.
Okay, who do they move phase 20? That is their land air mech. Let's see what they decide to do here. An interesting choice, to be sure. Not one that I would have taken. We're going to leave our Veagle exactly where it is, and we're going to go for this Light Streak LRM turret. Yes, we are likely to overheat here. I think we even fire the bolt-on. I want to make sure that these turrets are pretty gone. It's a structure exposure, but it's not dead.
SRMs are all gone, Commander.
I'm
Okay,
here.
the Ghost is going to move up over this direction, and it's still going to be overheated. So we need to take a look at what we actually want to shoot at here, and the answer is the Pack Hunter. I think we should definitely fire our SRMs in Listen Kill. And we'll also fire the Small Pulse Laser. Good armor shred there. I like
Keep
it.
an eye on my heat, Commander.
So this Centurion is going to move out of the fire.
I'm there.
And we're going to take out this Light Streak LRM turret. So that's a turret destruction. That's fantastic. That is 2 of the 4 turrets dead.
Standing by.
And our 4x1 is going to hold its position as well, I feel like. 54. They've got that light sniper turret out there that I would like to fire at. Do it.
Confirmed.
We missed the Gauss. Sad. Okay, who else do we move? This is the Blackjack. We are almost certainly going to come in here and kick the land air mech. We can't fire the Arrow 4 or the large laser, but we're going to roll a kick here.
Targeting.
And we actually succeeded.
It's go time.
That's a big, big deal. That land air mech is now knocked down. And that
Yes,
is
Commander.
great. So we're going to come over here and finish him off. For sure.
Going hand to hand. Yes. That looks like a principle.
There we go. Fantastic. So there's the support lance dead. And with that, I'm going to put a cut in here. I don't want to. However, YouTube has been taking a really long time to process lately. So we will finish this one next episode in order to maintain the schedule. Hopefully YouTube gets their act together on the processing times. That would be nice. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And I will see you all next time. Let's see what this guy's going to do. Okay, that's fine. And that cut's going in
Reporting minimal damage.
as soon as we can. That turret moves. Yeah. Come on. There we go. Now the cut's going in. See you all next time.